If you like any of the products or topics discussed in this video, please follow the link in the description below. Like, share, write a comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time. Hi, so today we're going to briefly talk about the planet Saturn, which is the 6th planet from the Sun. It's the 2nd largest planet in the solar system. Gas giant. It's got rings. The rings, I think, were first discovered by Galileo Galilei like in 1600s. It has, I believe, 82 natural satellites, which are moons. The most prominent, most known being Titan and Enceladus. Titan is, I think, one of the largest moons. It's a very large moon, and it has an atmosphere, I think, an atmosphere denser than Earth. Enceladus is the shiniest body in the solar system. It has 4 tiger stripes, and another thing about Enceladus is it has geysers which shoot out organic compounds. There are currently plans to send probes there to find out more about the organic compounds coming out. Has it been harboring life? It also has liquid water within its depths underneath the ice. I think I mentioned it's got the 4 tiger stripes. With Titan has actually a methane cycle. So methane liquids, and then methane evaporates and then goes back into a liquid, which cycles. More was learnt about this during the Cassini-Huygens mission, which was in 2007. Some more information was found out about Saturn and its moons during the Voyager missions. We will briefly touch upon another interesting feature of Saturn that stands out is it's got a hexagonal aurora in the northern pole, within the North Pole. So I'll be reading this Wikipedia article on Saturn. Saturn's the 6th planet from the Sun and the 2nd largest in the solar system after Jupiter. It is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9 times that of Earth. It only has 1/8 the average density of Earth. However, with its larger volume, Saturn is over 95 times more massive. Saturn is named after the Roman god of wealth and agriculture. Its astronomical symbol, H bar, represented the god's sickle. Saturn's interior is almost likely composed of a core of iron, nickel, and rock. The core is surrounded by a deep layer of metallic hydrogen, an intermediate layer of liquid hydrogen and liquid helium, and finally a gaseous outer layer. Saturn has a pale yellow hue due to ammonia crystals in its upper atmosphere. An electrical current with the metallic hydrogen layer is thought to give rise to Saturn's planetary magnetic field, which is weaker than the Earth's but has a magnetic moment 580 times that of Earth due to Saturn's larger size. Saturn's magnetic field strength is around 1/20th of Jupiter's. The outer atmosphere is generally bland and lacking in contrast. Although long-lived features can appear, wind speeds on Saturn can reach 1800 kilometers an hour, higher than on Jupiter, but not as high as those on Neptune. In January 2019, astronomers reported that a day on the planet Saturn has been determined to be 10 hours, 33 minutes, 38 seconds, based on studies of Planet C's rings. The planet's most famous feature is its prominent ring system, which is composed mostly of ice particles, with a small amount of rocky debris dust. At least 82 moons are known to orbit Saturn, of which 53 are officially named. This does not include the hundreds of moonlets in its rings. Titan, Saturn's largest moon and the 2nd largest in the solar system, is larger than the planet Mercury, although less massive, and is the only moon in the solar system to have a substantial atmosphere. Physical characteristics. Saturn is a gas giant because it is predominantly composed of hydrogen and helium. It lacks a definite surface, though it may hold a solid core. Saturn's rotation causes it to have the shape of an oblate spheroid, that is flattened at the poles and bulges at its equator. So those are the main features of Saturn. So North Pole hexagonal cloud pattern. A persistent hexagonal, sorry, I said that it was an aurora, I apologise, it's a cloud pattern, I meant cloud. A persisting hexagonal wave pattern around the North polar vortex in the atmosphere at about 78 degrees north was first noted in the Voyager images. The sides of the hexagon are each about 13,800 kilometers long, which is longer than the diameter of the Earth. So it's got these hexagonal shaped cloud formations that are longer than the diameter of the Earth, and it's still not known what. So most scientists think it's a standing wave pattern in the atmosphere. Polygon shapes have been replicated in laboratory through the differential. It's still not exactly known why these pattern hexagonal cloud formations appear. Magnetosphere. Saturn has an intrinsic magnetic field that has a simple symmetric shape, a magnetic dipole. Its strength at the equator is 0.2 Gauss. It is approximately 1/20th of that of the field around Jupiter and slightly weaker than Earth's magnetic field. As a result, Saturn's magnetosphere is much smaller than Jupiter's. So the average distance between Saturn and the Sun is about 1.4 billion kilometers, or 9 astronomical units, with an average orbit speed of 9.68 kilometers per second. It takes Saturn 10,759 Earth days to finish one revolution around the Sun. That's around about 29.5 years. Saturn has 82 known moons, 53 of which have formal names. Then there's information about rings and ancient observations. So there was a Pioneer flyby, Voyager flyby. So the Cassini-Huygens space probe entered orbit around Saturn on the 1st of July 2004. In June 2004, it conducted a close flyby of Phoebe, sending back high-resolution images and data. Cassini's flyby of the moon's largest moon, Titan, captured radar images of large lakes and their coastlines, and numerous islands and mountains. The orbiter completed 2 Titan flybys before releasing the Huygens probe on the 25th of December 2004. Huygens descended onto the surface of Titan on the 14th of January 2005. So yes, that's very interesting. There were methane lakes discovered on Titan using Cassini-Huygens space probe. Voyager 1 probe visited, so in 1980, Voyager 1 probe visited Saturn's system and sent back the first high-resolution images of the planet, its rings and satellites. Surface features of various moons were seen for the first time. And Pioneer 11 flyby made the first flyby of Saturn in September 1979, when it passed within 20,000 kilometers of the planet's cloud tops. Images were taken of the planet and a few of its moons, although their resolution was too low to discern surface detail. And that's what we'll read today about Saturn. We'll be uploading more videos and probably be writing articles about Saturn and its moons and getting into greater depth. But yes, if you want to know more about that, you can either follow the link in the description, or the reading was from Wikipedia, so you can also go to Wikipedia. Thank you. And if you like any of the products or topics discussed in this video, please follow the link in the description below. Like, share, write a comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time.